Hello readers and welcome to my book to me channel. I am Jaydeep and this is my first video, so I might look a little nervous but I'm trying my best. So let's start it. Don't know about you, but growing up I read lots of books. I love to read non-fiction, fantasy, romantic novels, thrillers, classicals, autobiographies and many more. While reading books, I try to connect myself with stories and characters, and in today's video, I will tell you about books called Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, and second book is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. So let's start with today's video. For me, reading a book is like watching a whole story on a TV screen in my mind. And it helps to improve my imagination's powers, because when you read something you imagine how it is described in the book, so it helps to improve your imagination's power. Charlotte Bronte, the author of Jane Eyre, published her first poem book with her sisters under a male pen names, pretending to be three brothers instead of three sisters, because they thought that if the public find out that the author of this book is actually a woman, so they will judge their work or they will not take it seriously. I think it becomes a little difficult to read famous work like Jane Eyre, but it always becomes nice to see classical books through new eyes. Jane Eyre was written in 1847, but people still find it interesting and they still enjoy it. It attracts the new generations of readers. It is very interesting to read books written long ago, though there will be some part that might not sit well with the modern feminist, including Jane's fierce belief about importance of women's modesty and some of Mr. Rochester's action that you will find while reading the book. Jane Eyre, a protagonist and a title character, is a feisty, principled woman who was raised in hardship and with little love. Her parents died when she was very young and she was raised by her aunt. She was sent to the school and after some years she started to teach there. After some years, she thought that this is not only what she wanted in her life. She cannot live her whole life teaching children, so for her brighter future, she moved to the Thornfield Hall as a governess. The owner of Thornfield Hall was Mr. Rochester, our second and important character in this book. The remaining story will introduce us with some new characters and some difficulties that Jane will face in her life. I am no bird and no nest ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will. As I have already told you in my introduction video that I love to read thrillers, and thrillers are the books that keep me up most of the night, and the book that we are going to discuss today is one of them. The Girl on the Train is the name of this book. It was the first book that I bought from the Flipkart. Before that, I used to read from libraries. The story of this book takes little time to catch up the speed. You do not change the plot of the story until you turn like 80 or 100 pages. Like there is no rush to put the readers directly at the center of the plot. So it will take some time. Like you need to give some time to this book to actually catch the train of this book. I gave this book to my friend and she returned it after 2 days and she said, "This book is boring." And I was like, what? Okay. Rachel is a main character who catches the same train every morning, and the train will stop at the same signal every day. By sitting at the train, she will observe some gardens and rows of the houses, and she will see a life of a couple who she believed that they're living a perfect life, and like her life was kind of unusual. She was divorced and her drinking problem caused her to lose her job. Her husband left her for another woman. The second character is Megan Hipwell, whose life Rachel observes from the train. Megan Hipwell has a troubled past and she got suddenly missing. And Rachel got involved in this case because her husband was too involved in this case. As you guys will read this book, you will follow a chain of some suspenses and unfold so much secrets, including characters' past and their relationships and unexpected characters is involving. The story is so great and spectacular, and the whole book is written in a form like a journal. Like every chapter has a dates and name of the day, and if you find at some point that you are not catching up with the stories, so you will just go back to the pages and will see what was the date and what event took place where, and you will just try to connect every events in the story. In the beginning of this book, a writer has written 5 to 6 lines of descriptions or some lines about the resting place of Megan Hipwell. I would like to read that to you. She is buried beneath a silver birch tree, down towards the old train tracks. Her grave marked with a cairn, not more than a little pile of stones, really. I didn't want to draw attention to her resting place, but I couldn't leave her without remembrance. She will sleep blissfully there, no one to disturb her, no sounds but bird songs and the rumble of passing trains. The starting is so catchy that it begs you to turn the page and read what is written on the next page. So guys, that was it for the first video. I will keep posting new videos with great contents in upcoming days. Before you go, I want you to give me some honest reviews in the comment sections. And I have put a link of my Instagram account where I give some great movie suggestions and series suggestions. And if it is possible, follow me there too. So, goodbye, have a nice day.